Hello everybody, welcome back to EduTap and I hope you all guys are doing absolutely good. In this particular video, I will let you know that how to prepare for pension sector if you are appearing for NPS Grade A and Grade B exam of 2025. First of all, if I ask you, is pension sector important for your exam? Definitely the answer will be yes, because in phase 1 also pension sector will contribute some marks which will help you to clear the sectional cutoff as well as the overall cutoff. And if you go towards phase 2, then again pension sector is an important topic which will help you to clear phase 2 as well. So definitely pension sector is definitely an important topic for your exam. Okay, a very basic understanding. Now before I move to multiple topics of this particular video in which we will discuss the strategy, the books and the important chapters, I would like to tell you about the EduTap 15-day starter package. If you see in the banner of this particular video, or if you see the footer of this particular video, EduTap is giving to you a free 15-day starter pack for NPS Grade A and Grade B 2025. If you enroll in this particular starter pack, you will get a head start for 15 days, which will help you to prepare for NPS Grade A and Grade B. Okay, so do check out this particular course. The link is given in the description box below. Now let's start with this particular video in which first we will discuss about the strategy. See, strategy and the sources. Okay, first let's talk about strategy, and this is all about sources. Okay, but first let's talk about strategy. First is focus on facts and theme. See, there are certain schemes which are given in your pension sector syllabus. First scheme, which is very famous, is NPS, which is your national pension scheme. Then you also have APY, Atal Pension Yojana. So first understand the need of this particular scheme. Definitely NPS and APY is providing a kind of a social security in India. Okay, so understand that what is the difference between these two schemes, why these two schemes were launched, and if your luck favors you, definitely once you will read it, you will read about multiple facts, you will read about multiple, I would say, numbers and whatnot. For example, Atal Pension Yojana offers you a pension from 1000 to 5000 rupees. Now you have to read about all these nitty-gritties. So first thing which you have to do is focus on the theme. Theme as in that why this particular chapter is there in my course. Like you have to read the theoretical part. Okay, it might sound boring to you, but once you read about NPS, once you read about multiple annuity plans, once you read about basics of investments, definitely it's worth reading about it. Because for example, if you come to know that what is NPS, you can plan for your retirement. Do not just read about exam related information, rather read about your interest, read about making your knowledge, taking your knowledge to the next point. Okay, so don't take this particular pension as a kind of a very I would say boring component. Rather it's an interesting component for you. Okay, so read about the theme first, search about the theoretical part, search about the major why this chapter is important for me, that stuff, and then you have to focus on facts. See, right now, once I'm recording this particular video, we don't have access. Frankly speaking, we don't have access to the PYQs of NPS because the exam took place last in 2021 of grade A. Okay, so we don't have access to PYQs. But if you see, pension is an integral component. Pension is one of the most important component of PFRDA grade A exam. To certain extent, IFSC also has some interest in pension. Okay, so if you analyze the previous year question which are taken by other regulatory bodies, for example PFRDA, then you will come to know that the questions which are made on pension are based on facts only. For example, what is the entry age of the person who will be applying under APY? What is the exit age? What is the amount of premium and all that stuff? Okay, so when a particular person is not able to get the interest or he or she is not happy with the pension scheme, can they withdraw? All that stuff. So you have to focus on facts. And for facts, I always say that you can prepare your fact sheet in which you are writing all the relevant numbers or all the relevant facts which are important for you. Okay, so the first point of strategy is understand the theme behind the chapter, understand that why you are reading that particular chapter, understand that why this particular chapter is important for your course. At the same time, focus on some facts or some numbers. Okay, because type of questions which are based on pension are based on numbers, facts, and datas only. So this is the pillar number one of my strategy. Second pillar is no read to read too much into detail. See, my friends, this particular exam, if I just see from the overall analysis, you don't have to become an expert. You are applying for a journal stream. In journal stream, when you apply, you just need to remember 50 to 70% of the chapter. For example, if I'm covering the chapter related to basics of investment and portfolio management, now I don't have to get the knowledge of an investment banker, because an investment banker specializes in portfolio management, not you. At the same time, if you are reading about NPS, you should understand that what are the basics of NPS. You should understand that yes, these are the nitty-gritties of NPS, these are the important numbers and all that stuff. But at the same end, you should not be a kind of a person who is becoming a lawyer, who is becoming an advocate, who is becoming a kind of an expert of NPS. So try to remember that you have to become jack of all trades and master of none. As simple as that. Okay, so please understand that you do not have to read too much. Like if I am telling you that you have to read this document, a document of 50 pages, even if you remember 40 pages, that is more than enough. You do not have to take the tension of the leftover 10 pages, because those 10 pages will not help you that much. It will just create more anxiety and tension for you. And how will you come to know that at what particular depth you have to read? See, this call you have to take. For example, I have invested 3 days in my NPS chapter. Now, in these 3 days, whatever I have learned, it's okay. Whatever I was not able to learn, I will either lead it later, or I will leave it altogether. I hope I am able to make my point clear over here, that read up to a certain limit only. You do not have to become an expert. Rather, you have to follow a very famous English saying, jack of all trades and master of none. So have a limit. Try to read all the important stuff only, which I will let you know in the next slide. But at the end of the day, you just have to make sure that you are reading under the limit only. Okay. Then the next 2 points are very, very basic. Practice as much MCQs as possible. See, MCQs will let you know that whatever you have read till now, is that on the right track or not. If you are not revising with MCQs, you are hitting yourself with a stone. You are hitting your head with a stone. Solve as many MCQs as possible. For example, if you see in this particular exam of NPS phase 1, in phase 1 you will get numericals, in phase 2 also you will get numericals. So if you listen to me, I will advise you to solve at least 100 to 150 MCQs on per chapter. Now, where will you get the MCQs? You can get the MCQs on free sources like Telegram, or you can join any test series of any coaching institute. Okay, or also you can go and, like, what practice I used to do is, for example, I collect the data, I collect the information on multiple websites, and then I feed that particular information to AI, which is ChatGPT or BingeWatch or something like that. Okay, so just feed the information to AI and then give a prompt to AI that you have to make certain MCQs from that information. Okay, so for example, you are downloading one PDF related to Atal Pension Yojana. Give this particular PDF to ChatGPT or to any other machine learning or to any other software you want to take. Okay, once you give it to ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to make like 100 MCQs on it. Okay, and make sure this PDF is kind of bulky so that you can practice multiple MCQs. Okay, so practice MCQs with test series, with any other free material, with mocks and whatnot. Like practice as many MCQs. 100 to 150 is the target which I am giving to you. Last but not the least is revision. So if you are making a fact sheet, definitely revise it twice before you enter into the examination hall, because your phase 1 and phase 2 will both happen on the same day. Okay, so revise today, revise tomorrow, and revise day after tomorrow also. Now, it is possible that currently you are busy in making all the notes, you are busy in making all the, all the fact sheet and all the numbers. It's okay. But a point will come wherein you have to revise multiple times. So make sure that you revise as hell, and you revise like multiple times so that you can gain confidence. So this is all about strategy. In strategy, if I say, the main point is read up to a limit. There is no need to become an expert. Now comes to books. See, there is no one standard book which covers the entire syllabus which is mentioned in the notification. So what I will advise you is follow the free resources. The one of the free resources is the website itself. If you type Atal Pension Yojana on Google, you will come to know regarding the official website official website of Atal Pension Yojana. Now, once you open the official website, there is always one about us section or about the scheme section. Go in it and try to find all the relevant stuff. Okay, so I think website will help you a lot, plus Google also. For example, if you have to read about portfolio management, you can type this keyword on Google or even on YouTube and search for some free content. See, for books related to pension, I will not advise you any book, because it's like the input to output ratio is very less. Even if you complete a 300-page book, the chances are very low that you will get a question from that particular book, because book does not gets updated with the current data, right? So please focus on the websites and the free resources which are available around you. One free source which everybody knows is Google. Moreover, you can go on the websites of multiple schemes which will help you to know a lot about it. One more free source is FAQ, frequently asked question. If you go on Atal Pension Yojana website or on NPS website, definitely you will find the FAQ section. Download it blatantly. उसको फट से डाउनलोड कर लो, because there is a very high probability that you will get a question from FAQs only. Okay, again, take the PDF of FAQs, give it to AI, Chat GPT, or to Microsoft Bing, or to any other software which you have, and make multiple MCQs which will help you to practice, practice, and practice. Okay, so no book is advice from our end. Rather, the free resources are more than enough to score good in pension strategy we have discussed. Now comes the list of important chapters. See, this is the syllabus which is mentioned in your notification. Status of pension sector in India. This chapter is hardly, I would say, what, some hours. It should not take a day for you. It's like 2 to 3 hours is enough for this. Then different type of retirement scheme, NPS, APY. These are the two most important chapters according to me. If you are appearing for National Pension System Trust, then definitely NPS and your Atal Pension Yojana are the most two important chapters out of all the mentioned one over here. But again, I would like to give a disclaimer. All the chapters are important because they have a direct mention in the notification. All the chapters are important. But out of this important chapter, the most important one will be NPS and APY. Okay, then please read about annuity plans and the basics of investment decision making and portfolio management. They have added portfolio management for the very first time, so you also have to do this chapter. Now, if I segregate each and every chapter based on their important topics, status of pension sector, may you have to read about types of pension system defined, definite contribution, organization involved in pension sector, status of pension sector in India, what is the coverage, how many people are enrolled into NPS and APY, all that stuff. Different type of retirement schemes where you have to read about PPF, PF, EPS, and all that stuff. Like multiple schemes are there, right? Employee Provident Fund scheme, employee pension scheme, employee deposit linked insurance scheme, public provident fund, old pension scheme, and all that stuff. Okay, so these are like important topics. Then it comes to NPS and APY, hands down to hands down to these two chapters, because definitely a very high probability is there that you will get a question from these two topics only, that is NPS and APY. So even if you are having a very less time, then give highest priority to NPS and APY. Then yes, read about annuity plans and basics of investment decision making and portfolio management as well. So this is what I would like to tell you regarding the important chapters. But at the end of the day, again, have a limit to what you can cover up, because if you overpower yourself, then definitely you will take tension, which will lead to bad results. So try to make sure that you cover up to 70 to 80% of the syllabus. That is again more than enough. Okay, and at the same end, please do not leave any chapter. At least cover 50 to 60% of that chapter, it's more than enough. But don't leave any chapter, because if any easy question comes from any chapter, then it will be like, why I have left this chapter. You will go into that particular guilt and reasoning. Okay, so that's it. I have shared with you the strategy, the books, and the important chapters as well. Still, if there is any doubt which I have not addressed, do let me know in the comment box. I will be happy to help you over there as well. And yes, we at EduTap has already launched multiple courses related to NPS, NPS Grade A, Phase 1, Phase 2 Phase 2 full video. Test series will be launched very soon. And we have launched a special course also which targets the additional, I would say, subjects related to NPS. Okay. So we have offered a lot. For more information, you can go on our website edutap.co.in, wherein you can find the stuff related to NPS. Okay, so thank you for watching this particular video. Now allow me to end this particular video. Have a good day ahead and all the very best. Do prepare in the best manner as possible. Bye bye and have a good day ahead.